Anyway, today is kind of a different video. This is like a highly requested video for me to make. So a lot of people are having questions about for their interviews that are coming up. They want to know like what to put on their face. I have a new camera, so I'm still trying to like work out how I'm using it. So let's get started. So when it comes to makeup bag and makeup for the plane, you want to keep it as limited and like small as possible, because you just have a small carry-on bag usually if you're doing overnight, so you can't really put too much in there. So usually I'd have a bag about this size, sometimes less than this, but I tend to go like full-on makeup when I'm on the plane. Some people use less, it's whatever you prefer basically. I tend to have breakouts, so I have to bring more to cover them up. I did. That's another thing I just want to put up here. I have made a video about how I left the airline. I'm no longer a flight attendant, so this is all stuff that I used to wear. I still wear some of it, but I'll link to my other video I made about leaving the airline. Anyway, I'll just start with primer. So I usually wear this. This is the Primetime, the Bare Minerals primer. This really keeps your foundation on, lasts all day. I really like it. It's very like silky smooth. That's what it looks like. Just clear. Put it all over. Can't see anything, so there's really no point to this, but it just makes your smooths your skin out, so your foundation goes on cleaner and stays on longer all day. I'll use this, or sometimes the Benefit Pore. What is it called? Benefit Pore. Just completely blanked on what it's called. Benefit something. Next is foundation. So I have a couple. So normally I usually wear this. I wear Makeup Forever because, like I said, I like heavier foundation. I am in the lightest shade because I'm so pale, but this is the Matte Velvet. Normally you can get just the regular, or the Kat Von D Tattoo is great. The only thing about heavy makeup is on the plane with the altitude, it dries your skin out really bad and really fast, and since you're on there all day, it's very drying to your skin. So matte sometimes may not be the best way to go, but I have super oily skin, so mine was pretty much okay with it. But if not, this Revlon Color Stay is pretty great too. And once again, I'm in the lightest shade. Another great one that I wear all the time, I have to mix these colors though because I'm not quite a shade on this line, it's the Revlon Photo Ready, which I believe is now called Revlon Airbrushed Effect, or it's something different. It's not, but this is not what it's called anymore. But I have like 3 things of this because I have to mix the shade every time I use it. And actually, let me go back to before primer, before all of that. Because it's so drying, you need to use a moisturizer. This is the one that I normally use. It's the Olay, just whatever. I feel like taking care of your skin starts when you're in your early 20s, which is what I'm in. I'm in my early 20s, so you should start now. And it's just a basic cream. Just put it on. Put it on in the morning and at night before I go to bed. And then I also use, which I know this sounds redundant because I said it's drying, but this is the Mirror Mattifier. This is like a travel size version of it. It just mats your skin out so you look, it's like flawless skin. Back to foundation now. I showed you the Color Stay, and then this is a new one that I've been trying. I'm actually wearing it right now. It's the Matte Poreless. It's the Fit Me Matte Poreless. And this is the color I'm in. Here it is. So those are kind of like what I go for, plus the Kat Von D Tattoo. Next is kind of concealer type stuff. And the only concealer I have right now is the matte concealer, and this is I wear NW20. As you can see, I've used it. I wear it under my eyes and then just kind of cover up anything. It's very heavy, so if you have like acne prone skin like I do, you might want to find something lighter, but this is what I normally use because it's heavy duty, it's easy, it's small, easy to put in your makeup bag. Now as far as putting on concealer and putting on foundation, 3 things I typically go for, depending on how much I'm taking, how long my layover is. I'll take a brush. This is the Real Techniques brush, and it's just a little kabuki brush to blow on your makeup. This is normally what I would take, was the blender brush, because it's so small and compact and does a really good job. And then for concealer, I usually took, I didn't always take a brush for concealer, but if you do. This also I use sometimes to blend out my eyeshadow because it does a really good job. But that's just the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. So as far as brushes go for foundation concealer, that's what I... Now for eye primer, I kept it really simple, and I used to use Urban Decay's primer potion, but I found that this does the same job, and it's like $1, or I think it's $2 now. It's the e.l.f. concealer. I think there's like 2 shades. There's like this shade, it's like a vanilla shade, and then there's like a clear or something. And this lasts me forever. That was great. This is another option, but I find this one creases on the plane after a while, and it's the NYX eyeshadow base. That's what it looks like. It looks really nice when you first put it on, and it blends really well and everything, but after usually like a 5-hour flight, it would crease, and I'd have to wipe my makeup off and redo it. So that's one that I didn't love, but I have super oily lids, so if you have a drier lid, this might work for you. Next, I'll move up to eyebrows, and this is one I normally take, and this is the e.l.f. And I am brunette, obviously, so this is the one I would get, was the, I think it's just brunette, or it's medium. It's called medium. Also, the NYX, this is a really good one, and it comes with a little brush, so you wouldn't have to take a brush with you if you wanted to. That's the NYX, and this is brunette. This one's called brunette. And that's what the front looks like. So that's a good one, and that's normally what I would take. I didn't like anything else because when it comes to my makeup bag for the plane, I tend not to splurge on my makeup that I take with me, only because if it gets lost or stolen or I left it in a hotel room, that kind of thing, I didn't want to be crying over super expensive makeup. Okay, then I'm going to move back down to eyes and eyeshadow, basically. So now that I just went on the whole rant about not bringing expensive makeup with me, I'm showing you this one that's like $55. And it's the Naked palette. This is a brand new one I just got. But it has so many different shades that it's crazy. You could do any kind of eye look and it's all in this one palette. It's just so nice. Where is that palette? And I don't have it with me, but the Wet n Wild palette, I think it's called like Comfort or something like that. That's another great palette, and I think it's like $3. And I took that everywhere with me and used it all the time on my layovers, because it's kind of just like a cheaper version of this one, but it has some greens in it, and you could do like more with it, kind of fun. But this is such a good one. It comes with a brush in it, so you don't have to take a brush separately. This was just a really great palette that I would take all the time. Next, I guess, would be eyeliner. Eyeliners, I tend to use CoverGirl because it's a drier formula. I like drier formulas when it comes to eyeliner. I don't love like super liquidy. The only liquid eyeliner I tend to use is this one, and it's the L'Oreal. It did a really good job for me on the plane, and it was super easy. This is what it looks like. It's kind of stiff brush, pretty dark, and super compact, easy to take. As far as like a drier formula, I do use pencils. This is one I just got. It's the NYX Matte Black Liner. It's just a pencil. And it's super black. Super black. And let's see. This I've had forever. It's a Victoria's Secret liner, but I love the brush. It's perfect. But I'm running out of it, and I don't think they sell it anymore, so I'm so sad. And I tried this one, the NYX Matte. If you have, this is just, the brush is really not that great. It's super like kind of flimsy. I like a stiff brush on my eyeliner, but it dries really matte. But the thing is, it comes off pretty easily, so if you're going to be doing like long haul flights or anything like that, this is not going to wear really well. That's the only thing about that. So for me, I used a pencil more than I used a liner, which to some people that sounds crazy because you think a pencil would come off much easier, and it can, but it just depends on what you're using, and I would reapply all the time. So liquid eyeliner to me was just not as easy because when I had to apply it, I had to have a mirror, whereas with regular eyeliner, I could just like pop it on if I needed to without a mirror. No, that sounds weird. Personal preference all the way. Here's a mascara. This is the Manga Voluminous. This is an easy one to use, easy to get, it's pretty cheap. I also like the L'Oreal Telescopic if you want something kind of more like throwback makeup. It's pretty, goes on really easily. I always get compliments when I wear the L'Oreal because it really defines your lashes and makes them longer. So if you want to like just wear mascara. And the only thing about the Manga is it kind of flakes, so if you're doing like a long haul flight, it tends to flake. So the L'Oreal to me was worth the money because it didn't flake, even though it's only like $8. It's not like high end. When it comes to mascara, I don't find that I like the high end mascaras as much as I like the drugstore anyway, so I just assume pay the cheaper prices and get something I like. But the L'Oreal didn't flake on me. I just really liked the Telescopic. So, oh, one more thing about eyeshadow. Another great option is pencils because they fit so easily into your luggage that you don't even need like a makeup bag. You could just take the pencil. And this is the, who is this? Diamond Cosmetics. I'm not even sure who this is from. I think I got this at like a drug emporium or something. But it's a jumbo pencil and it comes in, you can see, copper. And it gives you color. And it's just slim, easy, so nice. Okay, next, this is the big one. So actually I'll start with blush first. I'll save lipstick and lip gloss for last. Normally I get a quad of some sort. Once again, I'm staying drugstore prices because if my bag gets lost or is left somewhere, I don't want to be crying about losing a NARS blush somewhere and missing out on that money. So this is an e.l.f. Once again, good prices, good product for what you get. And this is the quad and it has a highlighter, 2 different bronzers, and a blush. And I think this looks good on everybody. I have fair skin. Not number one question, but probably up there that I get asked here on YouTube, blog, other places. I'm going in for an interview. What lipstick should I wear? Well, first of all, it's all gonna depend on your coloring, all of that. I usually tell people red is a pretty safe color. I say fairly safe. It needs to be a red that is good for you. Usually bluish toned reds look good on everybody. Max Ruby Woo looks good on a lot of people. I know a lot of flight attendants wear Ruby Woo, so that's a good one. This is another good one if you want something more drugstore priced. I think this is like $5. It's the Kate's, I just blanked on her last name. Kate Moss. The Kate Moss line for Rimmel, and it's a bluish toned red. You can see how much I've used it. It's just super nice. And the color is called Kiss of Life. I don't even know if you can see that. But it's cute packaging too, I like the packaging. But it's just a really nice red for every skin tone. If I can find a picture of me wearing it in uniform, I'll post it here. But that's just a good one. This is another one. This is also, once again, drugstore price. It's an NYC, and this one is called Villainous Red. I think I got this at Halloween. It's one of the Halloween colors, but it's like a blue tone, deeper red. And it's just really nice. The only thing about NYC is in your luggage, the packaging, the lids come off, so you have to be careful, as well as they crack. So when you've got it in your luggage, be careful because this lid really, it comes off. Now as far as before you put on lipstick, I always do a liner because it makes it last all day, especially if you have a long haul flight that day or several several legs, sorry. Rimmel, I just like their lip stuff. It tends to do really well on my lips. This is the Exaggerate Full Color Lip Definer, and this is a natural. I used this one a lot on the plane because they have a lot of good lip colors. This is another one. This is from NYX, and this is in, I believe, Snow White. Oh, this is Chaos. Blue toned red. Typically good for everybody. Once again, everyone keeps asking me what red to wear. These two probably are the ones I would say to go for. Chaos from NYX or Kiss of Life from the Kate Moss line. Lip gloss. I'm wearing it right now, actually. Lip gloss is tricky because you have to reapply it so much that I don't recommend wearing lip gloss on the plane. To an interview, yeah, like wear it to the interview, that's fine. And I find that the NYX, once again, is really nice. These are two natural colors that I wear. It's Natural and Sweetheart are the ones I wear. When I'm feeling kind of funky on the plane, or when I used to feel pretty funky on the plane, I would wear this pink from NYX. But once again, like, look at the lid. It's cracked. And this is the color Blue Rose. Blue tone. This is going to look good on a lot of people. But I just tend not to wear lip gloss, or I tended not to wear lip gloss on the plane because you have to reapply it so much and you don't always have a mirror to reapply with. Next, and probably almost the final thing, it's going to be nail polish. Everyone always asks me what nail polish to wear. I'm going to start with drugstore, cheap stuff, Sinful Colors. This is like a pink color. This one is called Easygoing. Something kind of more neutral tone. This is a little bit more no, not coral. What's that called? A peachy color. Those are good. This is almost bordering on a little too much, but it's still good. It's the Ice Pure Ice color and Speechless. And then kind of something a little bit more expensive. This is the OPI Mimosas for Mr. and Mrs. I used to wear this all the time on the plane because it just looks really nice. This one is called Chihuahua Bites. Something a little brighter, pinky reddish tone. And then this is a China Glaze called Dress Me Up. And I wore this all the time. I got compliments on this all the time on the plane. So kind of what I'm wearing now on my nails is a big no-no. Should never wear something like this. It's a Junkie Glitter in lavender. And then this is another big thing for flight attendants, or at least for me. I didn't want to lug around shampoo, and I didn't like to use the shampoo in the hotel rooms because it was very drying for your hair. So I would use dry shampoo. Now this is a huge bottle, obviously, because I just bought this. But normally I would take the Bumble and Bumble dry shampoo because it's small, or something that's smaller, get sample sizes to put in your bag. And something I'm just gonna kind of throw in here. It's this. This is a mirror, and it lights up. Let me open it, and it also has a hanging majigger thingy, so I could hang it like anywhere. So if I need to redo my makeup, I would always take this with me. It was easy to kind of do my brows with it. You can see it lights up. This is just a really nice product. You can get these at like Bed Bath & Beyond, stores like that, like I've seen on TV stores. So that's kind of all over the place, but that's normally what I would put in my makeup bag. And oh, once again, here's my makeup bag. It's Beauty and the Beast. Anyway, so that's what's in my makeup bag, or was in my makeup bag as a flight attendant. I hope that helps some people out. I know that you all had questions about what to wear for interviews and things like that, so maybe that helped out, maybe, I'm not sure. If it did, let me know. If you have any more questions, just leave them below and I will answer them.